Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one. So there was a Kendra G video. I'm not the biggest fan of Kendra G, but I mean, I watch clips of her show because it kind of confirms everything about the red pill and everything about kind of female behavior that I've seen over the years and all the issues that Kevin Samuels, RIP, and other dudes in the manosphere bring up. So I watch her clips now and then, but she had a clip the other day. It was a 61-year-old woman that was waiting until marriage to have sex or something, and she hadn't had sex in 8 years, and that reminded me of my video on the Lolo Jones situation and how she's trying to wait to have sex until marriage and all that foolishness. So for those who watched it, you know what I'm talking about. So that reminded me of Kevin Samuels had a clip with this. I think she's a 45-year-old virgin, and it kind of popped into my head the other day. So this is going to be a reaction to that as a follow up to my Lolo Jones video. So if I remember correctly, this woman, she's a 45-year-old virgin, and she's trying to say, oh, it's the men, that's why I'm single, blah blah blah, as if any man's trying to go out and find themselves some 45-year-old nay. I don't think so. So let's jump into it.
And you have a history of walking away from relationships. Is this not crazy? They don't look at it this way though, guys. They don't look at it this
I am 45, single, no kids, a
Mm.
virgin, and it's very difficult to
You're
find men
45 and
out
a
here.
virgin?
Yes, a virgin. I'm not sexually active at all.
Okay.
I am a Christian, and I just find it very difficult to date in this
Nobody
society
wants
right
a
now.
Now, we all know what the Godfather is going to say next, but to all you guys listening, if anyone even does this born again virgin stuff or even actually is a virgin and is anywhere near this old, run fast. I'm talking Usain Bolt, run a 9-9 and the 100 meter. Get out of there.
45-year-old virgin.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying it's difficult to date.
Why? It's difficult to date because what man wants to date a 45-year-old virgin?
Good question.
A man that's seeking that. I'm not looking
No,
for
no, no,
him
no, no,
to
no, no, no. Listen. What is the purpose of dating?
gather data
What's
on
the
that
end goal?
individual,
No, the
on each
end
other.
goal. No, no.
Okay, I'm going to stop this real fast and go on a tangent. A lot of people, especially women, they don't listen to listen, they listen to respond. So they're basically just having you talk, they're just having you talk, and then they're not listening, and then when you're done, they just start talking. That's listening to talk and not listening to listen and to actually have a dialogue. If you ever deal with anyone who does this, just walk away from the conversation because you're just wasting your breath. It's one thing that I can't stand. It's one thing that a lot of men let a lot of women get away with, and that's talking just to respond and not to listen.
Don't give me the college yearbook answer. What's the end goal of dating?
To be married.
Right. And what's one of the end goals of marriage?
The end goal of marriage is
And
to
what's one of the, what
procreate.
right. 45-year-old women don't make babies.
And neither do 40-year-old women. Some can, but most can't. And that brings you back to Lolo Jones. Sorry, Lolo. You better get some shots, get some hormones, or whatever you're going to do. Because, man, it's going to be rough for you. And this woman's 45, so she's all up in that menopause. Let's get back into it.
Um, I can see as what you're saying biologically, that's what it should be. But like I said, I don't believe that it's over until God says it's over.
Oh, it's delusion. Come on, guys. Biologically, that might be true, but I don't believe that that's true until God says it is. Come on, man. the level of delusion, and the saddest part is she's probably surrounded by a bunch of women, and then her pastor who's feeding her all this madness. And there's a YouTuber named Susan Vinker who said there's nothing more sad or more tragic than a woman who could have had kids but didn't and waited too long and now she can't. And that's going to be this woman. Let's get back into it.
Okay,
That's
God,
my
it's
belief.
called menopause. God says it's over.
I'm not in that,
Ma'am,
so
ma'am,
I
ma'am,
can't speak
ma'am,
for it.
ma'am, 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 ma'am. I'm a Christian too. Don't come Bible bump with me. I'll do it with you. God did not set it up for 45-year-old virgins to that ain't what we do. It's not what we do. And maybe where you're at. But men don't go looking for women who are 45 to be mothers to their children. They just don't. At 45 years old, one of the benefits of dealing with a woman who's 45 is she's supposed to be good and broke in by now. She's supposed to know the game. She's not supposed to steal.
Look at her face. And this is what I mean by she's listening to respond and not listening to listen. Look at that look on her face. It's like a hurry up, get done saying what you're saying. This kind of I can't even. Maybe I'll find a word for it. But like I said, if anyone gives you this look, this little kind of snooty kind of nod this chick is doing, guys, just get up and walk away. But the level of delusion that this woman is in is just completely ridiculous. Let's get back into it.
Still be gathering data like an 18-year-old. She's supposed to know the game. That's why it's hard for you to date because you're gathering data. That's cool. But as a man, why would a man want to go date someone that sex ain't on the table and they're almost 50?
If that's their only goal is to have sex,
It's
it's
not
not
the
like
only
they're
goal,
not.
man. It's not the only goal, but it is a part of relationship. Do you plan on being, so let me get this straight. So you plan on being a virgin until you're married?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what age do you plan on getting married by?
When I get a proposal,
And in
when
order to get a proposal, you have to have men who are suitors. What men
y-
are suitors for 45-year-old virgins?
well, I'm actually talking to a man that is approximately around my age now.
Let's stop this right here. A lot of modern women tend to make things what they aren't. So you'll talk to a girl and be, so are you dating a guy? And she'll be like, yeah, we're dating. Yet, if you talk to the guy hasn't agreed on that. Or they'll be sleeping with a guy, and then because they know that it sounds bad to say, oh, we're just banging, oh, we're dating. So they'll make these situations into what they're not to either save face or make themselves feel better about themselves. So I'm talking to, what does that mean? And then if you were to press them, they would say, "Oh, well, we're dating or whatever." It's like, well, does he know that? And that leads more down into where, oh, we planned a baby. What do you mean we? Did you ask him? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. Let's get back into it.
Okay,
And
is he a virgin?
no, he's not.
Okay.
He's a divorcee,
Uh huh.
52,
Uh huh.
and I've been talking to him for about maybe 2 years now.
2 years. This is
For
dumb.
the last
2 years.
year, for the
2 years.
last
2 years.
year, I've been
Two
talking
years.
to him.
Don't.
And this is what I mean by listening to respond. She's just gonna go off and not even. He's trying to talk to her, and she's just gonna keep on going.
Don't overtalk. Don't
Seriously.
overtalk. Don't overtalk. 2 years. 2 years. You're just talking.
Well,
This isn't a relationship. It's talking.
Kevin,
No, ma'am.
And let's stop it right here. I watched this video earlier on today, and I'm gonna make a video about this. I had just watched this whole business with Stephen A. Smith and the Celtics, and that reporter who called in and was trying to now Stephen A, and you're not gonna this, guys. When a woman says your name in a conversation, it's a passive aggressive way that they're trying to mommy you. They're trying to put you in your place. Anytime anyone has to say your first name, your name period, in a conversation, especially a woman, they're trying to assert some type of passive aggressiveness or some type of domination over you. Don't put up with it. Quick story. I used to talk to a girl back in the day, and she would always be like, Alan, let me finish. I'm like, who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm not a child. Don't put up with it. And that was the best thing about the Godfather here, is he would never deal with it. There was people who, Kevin, and he would just say no. I know what my name is. If anyone says that, say I know what my name is. It's deflection and it's passive aggressiveness, and it's meant to throw you off your game. Let's get back into it.
There's no Kevin. 45-year-old woman is a virgin talking to a man for 2 years. Ma'am, whether you like it or not, you are too inexperienced to tell me anything about dating. Too inexperienced. And I'm trying to help you, but the reality is 45-year-old, there was a comedy. A comedy was made called The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and that was a man. We're beyond comedic when you got a 45-year-old woman. So, you got to deal with who will deal with you. Fair. But that's not a lot of people.
Facts. Absolute facts. So imagine, if you will, that men and all the young guys who are listening to, you're doing good in life, your career's taking off, you're making money, making moves, and you could choose to, you have your pick of women, not even your pick, but you got some game now, whatever. Well, why would any man in that position choose to, and remember, you control access to relationships and marriage, choose a woman who's 45, a virgin, probably can't have kids, and delusional? No one would. No one. And this woman's so delusional she can't handle it. We'll just look at it a little bit more and then we'll be out.
Well, I'm not looking for a lot of people. I'm looking for the one that's suited for me.
His name is Fido.
He said Fido.
Mm,
His name is Fido.
if
Yep.
that's your opinion,
No, ma'am. Show me your dating pool. Show me the men who are actively trying to date you seriously, with intents of marrying you in the next 6 months. Do you have a dog or a cat?
I have no pets.
Okay, well, PetSmart or Petco? Go get one.
Neither.
All right, well, we're gonna end this here, but this video goes on for a little while longer, and she tries to Bible bump with Kevin, and I'm gonna do a reaction to that part too, because to all you guys dating out there who are dealing with these women, these religious women, especially black women, guys, they claim to be biblical, they claim to be God-fearing, but when you press them on it, they aren't even living an actual biblically based lifestyle. They aren't under any man's headship. They aren't using the church to facilitate a Christian marriage. They're not trying to be a helpmate to a man. They're not doing anything that the Bible says that a woman should do, and yet they're going to hold you to some biblical standard. So, all right, everyone, be safe. Like, subscribe. If you've watched this clip before, or even if you've dealt with a woman who's older, who's a virgin, who wanted you to wait to hit the skins, just leave a comment below. All right, everyone. AJ's out of here. Let's go.